Babu for the last time coming to you. For the moment, we might obviously get Babu back, but for the time being, here's my carriage. Need to meet my guests. What a fantastic 3 weeks we have had. So Babu comes back home with his guests. Slightly problematic with the dhuti, you know, but we've got to master this. We've got to master this because it's ultimately about Bengal and the Bengal Renaissance. So here's Babu going to meet his guests. Follow me. So here we are, the concluding episode of Babu Moshai. Been quite a journey. When we started out, we actually did not know how to capture the pulse, understand the pulse, and here we are at the end of 3 weeks with the very best. In Bengal, we have forever celebrated 3 things. 1, dissent. 2, cultural freedom. And 3, our ability to say what is right and what is wrong. And perhaps that is what is fast disappearing in this poll season. So to introduce my panel, and we have a galaxy. Anirban, who all of you know, every day you celebrate him as one of our celebrated actors. He's the one who's written that song, Jeta Ekhon Viral. Anirban ke bolbo, he has to sort of perform a couple of lines. He says, no guitar, doesn't matter. Rupa, the face of the Bengali publishing industry, leader of Dev Sahitya Kutir, Amra Jara, all of us who've grown up, Batul, Hada Bhoda, Nonte Phonte, again, came out from that stable. But where is the industry going? Ritobroto, Riddhi and Ritobroto actually were 2 prime movers behind this project. And again, as a theatre personality in the Bengali film industry, you celebrate him every day. Param, dear friend, multiple industries traversing the country. He says he's taken about 40 odd flights, something I haven't. I've not taken a single one, so plenty to learn from. But more importantly, one of the leading intellectual lights of the Bengali film industry of recent times. Pia, activist. So we'll celebrate Pia's social activism and of course her involvement with this project. Nijeder mote nijeder gaan. Param, I'll start with you. In a little chat with India Today, the day after this became viral, you spoke about freedom, you spoke about dissent. Here's the platform. We did this so that our voices are heard. What is the kind of traction that you have received? Have you been trolled? Does that impact your creativity? Are you scared or afraid at any point?
You learn to grow a thick skin eventually towards trolling. But I think what happens initially, what used to happen to me is whenever I would actually put out something of my own opinion, the kind of venom that would come towards you, that would come towards me, what it does is, see, the line of work that we are in, the kind of work that we do it for people. We do it for an audience. And no matter how much we try to proclaim that everything we do is for entertainment, it is not. I think there is always a subtle messaging that is there in everything that we do. It's a personal messaging, but that's there. Now, when you do that, you want a larger audience to subscribe to your message, to subscribe to your spirit. But when you see so much venom coming your way, you understand that, okay, so who am I creating for? Or has the populace become so venomous? I'm talking beyond political lines. I'm saying that just in general, have people stooped so low, then what am I creating for? Who am I creating for? That used to affect me quite a bit in the beginning, but then I think you also see the other side of the spectrum. You also see the spirited people. You also see a huge group of people huge section of people who do not subscribe to that kind of means, and you still retain your faith. And that is what has happened with our song, because the kind of traction that has come forth after the song was released was absolutely not expected. I mean, it was just a very sort of like a personalized, friendly effort between some of us friends. But today every day we've been receiving messages from everywhere, from Uttar Pradesh, from Haryana, from Punjab, from Kerala, from Tamil Nadu, from Maharashtra. So what has been the most eye-opening thing for us is there is so much dissent in people. People do want to kind of come forward and hold your hand, but they sometimes probably need some kind of a trigger, some kind of a push for what is there in them to resonate outside. And this kind of, and we did not expect it to become so national.
Ritobroto, when Anirban wrote it, I think there's a timeline to this. It started in March of 2020. You and Riddhi worked together. He's already given us a bit of an understanding. Give me your sense. I mean, what is the feedback you are receiving? Are you proud of what you did? Give me a sense of, now that you've created it, it's out there for us to consume. Give me your sense.
Actually, this entire thing started out in 2019, actually, when there was a huge voice of dissent and people were coming together during the anti-NRC-CA movements, and Anirban and I, we were together. Yadi was also there in a huge protest. So that's how the writing of the song started, actually. And March 2020, we recorded the song, and obviously we couldn't do it for obvious reasons due to the lockdown. And finally, when we decided that this is the time, we should declare that this is our voice, this is where we stand right now in the current scenario. The reaction has been, like Paramda said, it has been overwhelming. To some extent, it has been unexpected also. But the question that has come up, I will talk about the other side of it. Apart from the positive reviews, the question that has come up is, aren't you afraid? Aren't you afraid that you put out a statement like this, especially in a time frame like this? You know? And then, honestly, from my side, what I can tell and what I would say to even I'll say to you is that it is the reason that we were afraid. For me, as a student of Jadavpur University, a place where, you know, political leaders, goons, police has come, they have come and they have beaten up students multiple times. So it happened to me itself, and I did not know whether I'll return home tonight or not. Maybe I'll be stuck in college. So this fear has, you know, penetrated every level.
Anirban, when you wrote this song, যখন লিখেছিলে, he says 2019-20, was it from a position of responsibility that you felt you need to write something like this? Because you have a universal appeal. Did you ever feel that if I write something like this and if it gets done, you know, my constituency will be divided, people might take pot shots at me, my popularity might get dented? Again, the question of fear will come in. What was your thought?
Actually, what we do, acting, theatre, cinema, I think these are our practices. আমরা সব এগুলো চর্চা করি, এগুলো আমাদের চর্চার মধ্যে পড়ে। মানে এমন নয়, একটা কম্পার্টমেন্টালাইজ করে দেওয়া হয়েছে আমাদের দেশে থ্রু ট্রোলস, থ্রু দ্য দ্য অ্যাটাকস, বাট এগুলো আমাদের প্র্যাকটিসের মধ্যে পড়ে।
Yeah, this looks like a concerted effort almost to like paint everybody from the sort of the audiovisual industry as these are the people who should not be talking about politics, should not be talking about society, as if we are not meant to.
But culture has
not
always
only
been
from
political.
your fraternity, also from everyone, common mass. It's expected, we are supposed to keep quiet.
Okay, so that the death of the artist is what he's talking about. Perhaps many are in terms of their conscience. So is this the intellectual legacy speaking out? Are they holding the last torch, last surviving bastion in Bengal? Plenty of questions, Pia. From the perspective of activism, perhaps the most challenged sphere. So that is my question, that when you participate in a project like this, what was the intellectual impetus that prompted you to do so?
Much in the lines of what I think Anirban said, who I am, what my practice has been so far, I had to do justice to it. So I come from a background of academics. I come from social science, where I have studied sociology. I have done masters in it. I have done research in it. I have, so when I am actually studying the society and trying to relate to the world around me through that lens, I've learned a few things, and I've learned to, analyze society through certain, not only theories, but also practice. I've also been on the field as an anthropologist. So not only as a human being, but also as a practicing social scientist, it would be strange if I were to, not do anything.
Rupa, when you talk about the publishing industry and the publishing industry speaking out to the world, give me a sense. I mean, where is it? Is it a viable industry anymore? Are people reading? Is reading a disappearing art? Tell me.
The graph of increase of population is not at par with the graph of increase of book sales. If the graph of population increases this, then the book sale is this. That is true. I'm not denying the fact. But people are reading book. And we being the publisher, we should, I think we are discussing this thing only. We have the responsibility of publishing that thing, those material, which should cater to the people and which should Shubha Buddhi Jagrata hai. What I want to say, people should think.
From this platform, I will say one thing. What is Shubha Buddhi is not for me or this platform to define. Because we have always celebrated pluralism. And any Buddhi for me, if that person because it's his or her opinion ultimately, right? So that can be Shubho Buddhi for him. What I will say is, this view also needs to be represented, and nobody can come and tell me, no, this view cannot be, and I will suppress this view. That is not going to be allowed, because ultimately we are a free country. We will talk what we want. We will celebrate what we want. On that note, খাওয়া তো celebrate করতেই হয়. Last episode of বাবু মশাই ওদেরকে খাবার দিয়েছে, আমায় দেয়নি। স্যার খাবারটা দিন না, একটা খেয়ে ব্রেকে যাবো, আপনি দেরি করছেন। See, না আমি জানি, মানে this is, you know, how do I say this? Anirban is smiling at me. বাবুকে খাবারের জন্য ওয়েট করানো, to make Babu wait for his food, is a crime. There are plenty more serious crimes going on in society. This is one. I'll have a quick bite, take a break, come back in a minute. Keep watching Babu Moshai. Back after the break on the concluding episode of Babu Moshai. I will start with Anirban. He wrote it, so let him sing it. Yes, he doesn't have his guitar, and all of them can join in. Over to you.
তুমি পুরাণকে বলো ইতিহাস, ইতিহাসকে বলো পুরানো। তোমার কাজ শিক্ষাকে লাঠি পেটা করে মূর্খের জ্বালা জুড়ানো। তুমি বহুদূর দূর বহুদূর দূর বহুদূর বেড়ে গিয়েছো, ধৈর্যের রস ঘিলু থেকে তুমি সবটুকু শুষে নিয়েছো। তোমার কোনো 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 কথা শুনবো না আর, যথেষ্ট বুঝি কিসে ভালো হবে নিজেদের মতো ভাববো। আমি অন্য কোথাও যাব না, আমি এই দেশেতেই থাকবো। রা 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 রা।
Isn't that the point? আমি এই দেশেতেই থাকবো।
Yes, this is my country. I love my country. আমার কাছে দেশ যা, আমার কাছে দেশ যেরকম, আমি এই দেশকে ভালোবাসি।
One major idea behind making this song is also to, project the idea with more force that dissent itself is patriotic, and there is a very clear distinction between being in love with the government of a country and being in love with your country, which is being constantly blurred, we believe. We are being forced to believe that supporting the government is supporting your country. I'm sorry, but it's not. I can be vehemently critical of my government and still be deeply in love with my country.
One second. When he mentions the government, by the way, he has made no distinction between the state and the center. So no sides.
Yes, I'm
No
just
sides.
saying governance in general.
Absolutely.
Because there are people and the government comes and goes. The country is for me a much bigger entity.
The
Now,
entire
People
point of
stays.
democracy is,
is
that,
that
we
I
are
think the
most
entire
people stays.
yeah
So
the entire point of democracy is that.
we're able to criticize
That,
our
yeah.
government.
Now coming to my industry, our industry for that matter. Okay, so there was another very important thought behind making this song was, so as we were discussing that, artists from all fields, we are being constantly told that we have no business to be politically aware. And if we are aware, we are being also fed with another narrative, that is, you have to choose a side. You have to belong to one color. But there has to be, for civilization's sake, there has to be a strong civil society voice. And now this word civil society has also been turned into sort of a derogatory phrase, thanks to trolling for the past few years. But no matter how much trolling happens, the word civil society and a strong civil society voice has to remain for civilization's sake.
Ritobruto, I'll come to you before I sort of take last comments from everybody. Have you people got support from the media? In the sense what he just said, speaking about civil society, and I will keep to
They're
civil
sitting in
society.
the midst of support.
Exactly, but are we in a minority as well? In the sense, when you did this project or when you speak out, because we are also challenged. The media is also challenged, and we see national slanging contests going on prime time TV. So, have you got support?
Definitely, this time it was really like we are constantly mentioning this, that this was unexpected totally, and definitely the push, the song, the song became viral, the video became viral, but then also there was one traction that was provided by the media, and that was really, really helpful.
Rupa, quickly, a polarization that we have seen in this particular election. Have you ever seen something like this?
Before? No, never. Never. But this polarization is not at all expected also. And
Really? You didn't expect this?
one shouldn't expect this thing in a country, secular country like this. Another thing is that since we are privileged to empower, we are empowered, so we should help people to empower, we should help people to raise their voice. People who are voiceless, people who lack education, we should help, we should cater there.
That is my question for Pia. Are we this educated, privileged class trying to be in our ivory tower, talking the liberal language when the masses do not actually want to hear us?
I think what we are doing here is just that we are speaking out because we have no other way. We don't want to see our country being reduced to one language, one religion, one culture. We want to see dissent, and we are doing our job, like as citizens. And of course, there is a difference, but I wouldn't negate the mass.
I'll finish off with you again, and in fact, with this whole panel. Why did you finish off with the Constitution? Loved it. Something to the powerful message of the Indian Constitution.
I'll have to give that to Riddhi and Ritubroto. It was their idea to finish off with that, and we all supported it because I think that is what is at stake finally. And that is what we are so proud of. That our Constitution.
Constantly, it's constantly like যে আমাদের সংবিধানে লেখা নেই. It's being told by people who have never read the Constitution, who have no idea what it is. So it is basically the holy truth, we can say, and it is basically what we have tried to speak about. And I think it has, like Piyadi said, it has resonated, and that is why the response is like this.
Whatever we're talking about, everything lies in that
there,
book.
Correct.
So that is actually our Bible, Quran, Gita, whatever we call it.
And when we say এই দেশেতে থাকবো, we mean a country that is sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic.
And she used the word secular. Perhaps the only secular religion that we have in India is that Constitution. Whatever our politicians can come and tell you today or tomorrow. Anirban, couple more lines. Final time with the song. Bolo. Actually, let's all, come on.
তুমি বাজে কথা খুব জোরে 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 বারবার করে বলবে, তুমি এত কথা ভিড়ে সত্যিগুলোকে চুরমার করে চলবে। আমি গোয়েবেলসের আয়নায় ঠিক তোমাকেই দেখে ফেলেছি, এই হাঙরের দাঁত পুরনো, তাতে পোকা লেগে আছে দেখেছি। তুমি গরিবের ভালো চাও না সেটা বোঝাতে বাকি রাখোনি, তুমি মিথ্যে পুজোতে ব্যস্ত কোনো সত্যি লড়াইয়ে থাকোনি। তুমি সব ধরনের অঙ্ক পাকিস্তান দিয়ে গুণ করেছো, তুমি সবাইকে খুব রাগিয়ে নাছোড় বান্দা করেই ছেড়েছো। তোমার কোনো 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 কথা শুনবো না আর, যথেষ্ট বুঝি কিসে ভালো হবে নিজেদের মতো ভাববো। আমি অন্য কোথাও যাব না, আমি ভারতবর্ষে থাকবো।
So on that note, this election will go. A month later, the counting will happen, a party will come to power. May the best party win, but we will be there. Bengaliness will be there. Culture will be there. Identity will be there. Voices will be there. Dissent will be there. Disagreements will be there. Engagement will be there. Disagreement will be there. And that's what we will celebrate from the sets of Babu Moshai. Me, Anirban, Rupa, Ritubroto, Porom or Pia might not be there. We as individuals do not matter. Our thought matters. No one can kill that thought. Whoever comes, whichever political party, because ultimately it's our thought that made our India. And that's what we celebrate. The legacy that lives on from 1947, the legacy that will live on for another 100 years. Thank you very much for watching and celebrating pluralism and Bengaliness in a manner that is fast disappearing. Once again, beholden to you all for this platform. Thank you for watching.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.